Salut Denzel, and welcome to this midweek's lesson. Well, finally we're able to wrap up the lesson on Quel temps fait-il, where we learned most important sentences used in describing different weather conditions from it is rainy, it is sunny, it is cloudy, and of course it is snowy. We saw all of those sentences. We completed a lot of exercises as well. And in our next lesson, of course, that's this Sunday, we're going to wrap up that lesson with this last exercise which we have right here, where you're going to look at each picture and select from the sentences which we have right here which picture matches to the right sentence. So that's what we're going to do, and then obviously move on to the next topic, which is of course les saisons. We already saw this some time ago, but again we're going to have a look at it, looking at how to call the four main seasons, of course, we should know of, and in the process learn when each of these seasons occur, particularly in Canada, since that's where you're based. We're going to also look at how to link up the sentences which we learned from the previous lesson, talking about the time, like what about the weather. We're going to look at how to link up those sentences in these different weather conditions. For example, we know very well that during winter, which is called l'hiver, we have a lot of snow, and we are going to say something like en hiver il neige. That's to say, during winter it snows. So you see that it's all about linking up these seasons to the lesson which we had last time, and of course that still tells us that you need to make sure you don't forget those sentences as we saw them. That says, now let's move on to looking at those seasons. We're going to look at the first, which is called l'hiver. Can you repeat after me? L'hiver. Encore. L'hiver. And what is l'hiver? Just like I said earlier, l'hiver is winter. The next season is le printemps. Repeat again after me. Le printemps. Très bien. And what is le printemps? You know very well that after winter, the next season is spring. Yes, so le printemps is spring. After le printemps, we have l'été. Repeat again. L'été. And l'été is summer. Yeah, you guessed right. So l'été is the summer season. And after l'été, we have l'automne. Again, l'automne. One last time, l'automne. And l'automne, just as you must have guessed, is the autumn season, or as you call it in the US or Canada, it is called fall. So those are the four main seasons which we're going to focus on. And we're going to practice the spelling of those words. As you can see right here, we have the articles which have been placed for you. So your task is going to be completing these articles by spelling each of those four seasons: l'hiver, le printemps, l'été, and l'automne. So we're going to spell all of them right here, and of course move on to practical exercises to test your understanding of that lesson, knowing when to use each of those seasons, and of course sentences accompanying that. Where we are going to look at this particular exercise here, again, it's all about identifying pictures and then matching them up to the right season, depending of course on what you see. For example, in the first picture, what can you see? You can see trees, the clouds, and you notice that leaves are all over. So what season in which season do you usually experience this? Of course, you'll be quick to understand that it is during the autumn season. So I'm going to ask you the question, c'est quelle saison? And c'est quelle saison means, what season is this? And when I ask that question, obviously I'll be expecting the answer, c'est l'automne. Repeat again, c'est l'automne, which will mean it's autumn. And we're going to do all of that for the next three photos. And you realize that making those sentences helps you a little bit more to talk about the weather already. Not only to describe the seasons, but you also tell us what are the weather which we experience, what are the weather conditions which we experience during each of these seasons. So that will be during Sunday's live lesson. And of course, we're going to make sure we complete all about that and move on to les saisons, which of course we shall see subsequently. That will be after this Sunday. So for now, I'll just like you to again practice the pronunciations and the spelling of these 4 seasons as we've seen today, so that during a live lesson on Sunday, you would find it very easy to spell them out, pronounce them, and of course identify them from the exercise which you have right here. So that'll be it for today. Wishing you a wonderful day. It's time for us to say au revoir, ciao ciao. See you on Sunday during the live session. À bientôt.